Everyone's kind of heading off the field.
Looks like the Bees are here.
So the Bees, yeah, you're exactly right. As we look down, and there is a movement of Bees down in the left field area, down in front of the Royals dugout. There are Bees moving down onto the field, and the Angels, you just saw a sea of red moving across.
I was saying, wow, what a nice shift here on Gerard Dyson. That's different.
Well, if it were a shift, it would be a shift with not a single defender at all on the left side and no pitcher. So it would be a very challenging shift. So the umpires, Alfonso Marquez, the home plate umpire, and his crew, Teddy Barrett, Jim Reynolds, and Jim Wolf, a veteran crew, are waving everyone off the field while the Bees make their way around the field.
Well, the Angels are quite familiar with this happening. It's happened a few times in regular season games over at the Big A. They love that little camera, that robo-cam behind home plate. There's a time in which the grounds crew had to bring Honey and put Honey in a box to finally attract him right there around right center field. But boy, there's a lot of pointing. Everybody knows where they're at, and like, don't go to that spot.
Fans are comfortable. The berm just about full in left field. Every seat full. There is not a space at all to find a seat here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. They're plenty comfortable. No one really being chased out of their spots in their seats.
They're leaving the fans alone right now. Players are taking a more cautionary measure here.
We see a little movement in right field now. Guys, either they're mocking diving from Bees or they're actually diving. There we go. And we just got a shot of it. And the Bees are gathered. It looks like. What do you think, Jose? Where are they gathered?
Well, we see them now also around the right field area.
Yeah, in the right field
area. In fact, we see a lot of fans on the right side now moving up. But they're sprinting around, man.
See some folks coming out of the Angels dugout now. They've headed to the Angels dugout.
Taking cover. Look at this.
Angels owner, we see Arte Moreno down below. He is taking cover, heading under. There's a lot of smiles in the Angels dugout, though, as they wait to see if the Bees have other places they'd rather, pardon the pun, be right now. We noticed quite a gathering of Bees down below.
I'll tell you, they love anything around that netting. They have found the microphone.
They have found a spot.
Dylan Chance?
They have found a spot down here with the Angels microphone, the crowd mic, if you will, the bat crack microphone, I believe, where you can hear the crack of the bat, the pitcher. And you can hear the Bees. For many of you with that fear driving around right now, you're not comfortable. If your phobia is Bees, that sound does not make you comfortable. Jose and I certainly glad to have you with us. We'll be back in just a moment. We are delayed because of Bees. They have fallen in love with the electronics. Crowd getting excited because a beekeeper is making his way down the aisle on the first base side.
Oh, that outfit.
And we see him make his way to the crowd cheering. The security tried to stop him initially. We play on the field as the pitch is high. 2-0 the count. So we have a beekeeper in attendance, folks.
Getting to work.
A clean inning without a run on the scoreboard for Houston Street. He'll go back to work. Meantime, the beekeeper will go to work as well. 3-2 is the score. The Angels lead the Royals. To the bottom of the fourth we go. We're going to have a brief delay here. 3-2, bottom of the fourth inning, because the beekeeper has cleared the crowd, the coaches area, the seats, and he is about, with thousands of people looking on, to get rid of the Bees that have gathered around the microphone. Whether you're listening on radio, whether you're watching on television, the beekeeper now, I'll give old-fashioned baseball description, is underneath that microphone, beginning to spray. See if he can release those Bees. He is wearing full beekeeper garb for those of you driving around Southern California listening to this one. And as he sprays the Bees at this point, they're not looking to leave. They seem to be pretty comfortable in their spot. So having not enjoyed many beekeeper escapades in the past, Jose, the beekeeper trying to get him out of here.
Just be ready when they start dropping here very soon in chunks.
He continues to spray the Bees. Umpires are gathered up the third base line. Mike Scioscia and his staff looking from the dugout. And every person in this ballpark that cares to look is looking.
Oh, of course. Very glad they didn't make it up to the booth, because this would have been clear by now.
Now, the good news in the broadcast booth up here is the windows would have been closed very quickly. A production crew out in the truck, or Darren Chan up here, would have been angry. We would have cut off wires closing the windows so quickly. Here they come. The knees are starting to tumble down, and those that are surviving are trying to hang on tight on that microphone and the netting by the Angels dugout on the first base side.
Oh, what a moment here in spring training.
It's a photo moment, certainly, in the dugouts and the stands. Beekeeper continues to work the netted hat in the traditional full body covered gear, the long sleeves. The Beekeeper continues to work.
Best thing was, Darren, to see how Matt Shoemaker, after the home run by Hosmer, even though he did allow a double to Kendrys Morales, settled down. And more importantly, he got his pitches in. He got through 3 innings, got his work in, and he knows, of course, he's a touch and field pitcher. And of course, he was not going to be trying to implement everything today, but he got his work done, and something he can work off of for the rest of the spring.
Beekeeper taking a break down below. There are now a ton of bees that have sacrificed themselves to let this ball game go on, that are down on a concrete wall that's right attached to the net. So the Beekeeper doing some housekeeping there. Now, isn't it interesting, as the Beekeeper now really pounds the microphone? I'm sure you can hear it no matter how you're taking in this game. Beekeeper with the broom getting the bees off the microphone. A whole bunch of people came a long ways to sit and watch unique people do their job, right, in baseball.
Special athletes.
And yet all those people that are doing their jobs are now watching with as much or more respect to one man do his job.
Including the people on our side with the Fox Sports West, the Sowellcasts, knowing exactly what's going on here.
They do a little bit more housekeeping.
There's some great beat coverage here.